Okay.
Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and much more as we go down the rabbit hole. Got a little something for you guys. My mind's telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. I don't want to hurt nobody, but there's one thing I must confess. Anyway, yeah, I'm tripping. But Mr. R.Kelly, the saddest part about it all is that, he's going down alone. And obviously he had a lot of help putting this foolishness together and even participating in such activities. I seen a post on TikTok where there's like a group of folks who are pretty much under the impression that this was just strictly solely because he's black and they wanted his masters, which is definitely a factor. Yes, if you are black and you reach certain levels of fame, notoriety, and money, yeah, it's very hard to retire on top or intact because they do come after you when you're a successful black man. But what he should have realized, well, I guess he probably didn't even think about it. He's probably been in the music business so long. He must have thought that your money and fame excludes you from the realities of life. If he wanted to have a harem of, women like Hugh Hefner, all he had to do was have them recruit grown women. But we all know he's had his whole issues, things like that with his childhood, and I guess that caused him to do this. But at some point, you got to take accountability and you got to look at a situation for what it is. And you got, no matter what happened to you as a child, you do know that this is unacceptable to be dating teenagers. Like, come on. And it goes to show another thing too. As long as you have yes men around you, people that's getting a check, that's empowering you and enabling you to do the foolishness, you're doomed. It's hard to believe that there was no one in his immediate crew to be like, dude, when I'm not doing this, I'm definitely not going to be part of this foolishness with you. But people don't want to get caught off. They want to keep the money train going. So that's why it's amazing that he's still the only person that's going to jail for this. How was he married and the woman lived in his house and she had no idea this was going on, but then you're on the documentary talking about all this other stuff? What in the world? What the hell was you doing all this time? In the house, you raising kids in this house? You had no idea this was happening. This just happened. You're surprised. Now, he was set up to fail, but the reality is, these are choices. When he got through that whole Aaliyah situation, because we forgot about it, we let it go. You know what I'm saying? He's the king of R&B. So we did let it go, and I loved Aaliyah. I felt some type of way, like this old dirty bastard is out here with my woman. Even though I was a child at the time. But still, the point was, this old bastard got her, but there's nothing I can do with it since I'm not in the music industry. But now, it's 30 years later. You still kept going on, feeding your appetite for young women, when you could have had some of the finest grown women in all of the world because of your success, your fame, and perceived fortune, which obviously he spent all that up in lawyers' fees and also trying to pay off all these people, when if you just been a regular person, you could have got all the loving that you wanted to with no problems. You could have had these, and I don't know what was going on at home, tying up women and all this other foolishness. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. It was all unnecessary. You could have had your cake, eat it too. and enjoy the good life. Whatever vices you have, you got to understand when you're in this type of industry, that's also going to be the death of you. What gives you life will also take your life from you. So that's why you got to be careful what you do and who you do it around and how much you allow people to know about you. Because those are the same things that people try to use to hurt you in the end. Until next time, peace.